Your wallet is under attack, and the culprits are hiding in plain sight. The fast food chains that once promised quick, affordable meals have quietly become financial predators, draining your bank account one overpriced combo at a time. Behind cheerful ads and feel-good slogans lies a calculated shift from value to exploitation. These aren't random price hikes or temporary inflation spikes. They're deliberate strategies designed to squeeze customers while masking decline behind loyalty apps and limited-time deals. Portions shrink, prices rise, and so-called rewards programs benefit corporations more than the people who keep them alive. The math doesn't lie. Fast food isn't cheap anymore. It's a trap disguised as convenience. Today, we're exposing 6 major fast food chains that have turned from budget-friendly staples into some of the worst financial decisions you can make in 2025. Brands that have betrayed the trust of the very customers who built them. Number 6. Chick-fil-A. The chicken sandwich pioneer that once represented exceptional value and customer service has transformed into one of the most expensive drive-thru experiences in America, where combo meals now rival the prices of casual dining restaurants without delivering comparable dining experiences or food quality improvements that justify the premium positioning. Chick-fil-A built its reputation on the promise of fresh chicken sandwiches prepared with care and served by employees who seemed genuinely invested in customer satisfaction. The original value proposition combined reasonable prices with service standards that exceeded typical fast food expectations, creating customer loyalty that translated into long lines and devoted followings across the Southeast and beyond. The signature chicken sandwich that once provided affordable protein options for families and students has become a luxury item that forces customers to reconsider whether fast food represents a practical dining solution. Combo meals that previously cost under $7 now approach $15 in many markets, representing price increases that far exceed inflation rates or documented improvements in ingredient quality or preparation methods. Menu engineering has prioritized high-margin items, while basic offerings suffer from price inflation that makes competitor alternatives increasingly attractive to budget-conscious consumers. The classic chicken sandwich that formed the foundation of customer loyalty now costs more than premium offerings at competing chains, while side dishes and beverages carry markup percentages that would make casual dining restaurants envious. The breakfast expansion that promised new revenue streams has created operational complexity that drives up costs while failing to deliver the value equations that originally distinguished Chick-fil-A from competitors. Morning offerings require additional staffing, equipment investments, and supply chain coordination that gets passed directly to customers through inflated pricing structures that make breakfast visits financial commitments rather than convenient meal solutions. Service standards that once justified premium pricing have remained relatively static, while costs have escalated dramatically, creating value propositions that no longer favor consumers seeking quality dining experiences at reasonable prices. The cheerful employees and efficient operations that originally supported higher prices now feel inadequate when combo meals cost more than many sit-down restaurant alternatives, offering superior portions, atmosphere, and dining experiences. Location expansion into expensive real estate markets has driven up operational costs that get reflected in menu pricing without corresponding improvements in food quality or customer experience enhancements. New locations in high-rent districts require pricing strategies that make Chick-fil-A accessible only to higher-income demographics, abandoning the broad appeal that originally fueled brand growth and customer loyalty. Corporate messaging emphasizes quality ingredients and preparation methods, but customer experiences increasingly suggest that food quality has remained constant while prices have escalated beyond reasonable levels. The chicken sandwiches that once represented exceptional value now compete directly with casual dining alternatives that provide superior dining experiences, larger portions, and more diverse menu options at comparable price points. Number 5. Starbucks. The coffee culture catalyst that once made premium beverages accessible to mainstream consumers has devolved into a financial trap where daily coffee runs become budget-busting habits that can cost more than grocery budgets while delivering diminishing returns through loyalty programs designed to benefit shareholders rather than customers. The original Starbucks concept transformed coffee from a simple morning routine into an affordable luxury experience that justified premium pricing through superior beans, skilled preparation, and welcoming environments that encouraged extended visits and social interactions. Specialty drinks that once felt special now represent routine purchases that strain household budgets without delivering proportional increases in quality or satisfaction. Customization options that initially provided personalization and value have become profit centers, where basic modifications add significant cost to already expensive beverages. Simple requests for alternative milk options, extra shots, or flavor additions can push drink prices above $8, creating pricing structures that rival premium dining experiences without delivering comparable value or satisfaction. The mobile ordering system that promised convenience has become a mechanism for encouraging larger purchases and frequent visits that transform occasional coffee treats into daily financial obligations. App-based promotions and loyalty rewards create psychological pressure to maintain purchasing habits that benefit corporate revenue targets more than customer financial well-being. Seasonal menu expansions introduce limited-time offerings with premium pricing that disappears before customers can develop preferences or evaluate value propositions. Holiday drinks and specialty beverages carry markup percentages that transform coffee purchases into luxury spending categories while failing to deliver ingredients or preparation methods that justify the premium positioning. Store locations in high-traffic areas command rent premiums that get passed directly to customers through inflated pricing structures that make routine coffee purchases significant budget line items. Urban locations particularly suffer from real estate costs that require pricing strategies, excluding lower-income consumers who originally embraced Starbucks as an accessible luxury. The loyalty program restructuring has reduced reward values while increasing spending requirements, creating systems that demand higher purchase frequencies to achieve benefits that previously required modest spending levels. Points, systems, and tier requirements now favor heavy spenders rather than loyal customers seeking reasonable rewards for consistent patronage. Menu complexity has expanded beyond coffee expertise into food offerings that compete poorly with dedicated food establishments while carrying premium pricing that reflects coffee shop margins rather than food service value propositions. Breakfast sandwiches and lunch items cost more than superior alternatives available at nearby establishments specializing in food preparation rather than beverage service. Corporate sustainability messaging justifies premium pricing through environmental initiatives and ethical sourcing claims. But customers increasingly question whether these programs deliver meaningful impacts proportional to the price premiums they support through daily purchases that strain personal budgets without generating visible community or environmental improvements. Number 4. Chipotle. The fast casual pioneer that revolutionized quick dining with fresh ingredients and customizable meals has transformed into perhaps the most notorious example of portion shrinkage and price inflation. Where marketing messages about food quality cannot disguise the mathematical reality that customers receive less food for significantly more money, the build-your-own bowl concept that originally attracted health-conscious diners seeking fresh alternatives to traditional fast food has become an exercise in portion control theater, where employees receive training focused on minimizing ingredient quantities rather than customer satisfaction or value delivery. The assembly line process that once showcased generous servings and ingredient transparency now operates under strict portion guidelines that prioritize profit margins over customer experience. Rice servings that previously filled bowl bottoms now barely cover surfaces, while protein portions require specific measuring tools designed to limit quantities rather than satisfy hunger or justify premium pricing structures. Corporate messaging emphasizes sustainable farming practices and premium ingredient sourcing, but these quality claims fail to address the fundamental disconnect between marketing promises and actual food quantities, delivered to customers paying increasingly higher prices for demonstrably smaller portions that leave diners unsatisfied and financially frustrated. The customization model that differentiated Chipotle from traditional fast food has become a psychological manipulation where customers believe they control their dining experience while employees follow protocols designed to minimize ingredient costs through precise portion measurements that reduce actual food value regardless of customer preferences or reasonable expectations. Extra portions that once represented reasonable accommodations for hungry customers now require additional charges that can double meal costs, transforming basic customization requests into premium upselling opportunities that benefit corporate margins rather than customer satisfaction or value perception. Location variations in portion sizes create inconsistent experiences, where some restaurants maintain reasonable serving standards, while others implement cost-cutting measures so aggressively that identical orders result in dramatically different food quantities, destroying brand reliability and customer trust in consistent value delivery. The digital ordering system has enabled portion standardization that eliminates employee discretion in serving sizes while creating distance between customers, and food preparation that prevents real-time portion negotiations or visual confirmation of value received for premium prices paid. Number 3. Five Guys. The burger specialist that built its reputation on fresh-cut fries and never-frozen patties has priced itself into luxury dining territory where $20 combo meals represent some of the worst value propositions in American fast food, especially considering portion reductions that contradict the generous servings that originally justified premium positioning. The original Five Guys experience centered on burger quality and fry portions that created value through abundance rather than sophistication. Hand-cut fries filled containers and overflowed into bags, creating visual abundance that supported premium pricing while delivering satisfaction levels that encouraged repeat visits and positive word-of-mouth marketing. Bacon cheeseburger combinations that once represented indulgent treats now cost more than steakhouse appetizers without delivering dining experiences that justify casual dining price points. The simple menu that originally kept operations focused and cost-controlled has expanded to include premium toppings and combinations that require pricing strategies designed for upscale establishments rather than fast food venues. French fry portions that once defined Five Guys value propositions have shrunk significantly while maintaining pricing structures established during periods of generous servings. The extra scoop of fries that created memorable experiences and social media buzz now represents standard portions that fail to distinguish Five Guys from competitors offering superior value at lower price points. The peanut oil preparation that originally justified premium pricing through superior taste and cooking methods now competes against numerous establishments offering comparable quality at significantly lower costs. Specialty cooking oils and preparation techniques no longer provide competitive advantages sufficient to support pricing strategies that place Five Guys among the most expensive quick service options available to consumers. Customization options that once provided personalization without significant cost penalties now carry premium charges for basic modifications that customers expect as standard accommodations. Additional toppings that previously enhanced value propositions now represent profit centers that can push simple burger orders into luxury spending categories without delivering proportional quality improvements. The fresh ingredient messaging that originally supported premium positioning has become industry standard as competitors adopt similar sourcing and preparation methods while maintaining more reasonable pricing structures. Never-frozen patties and hand-cut fries no longer differentiate Five Guys sufficiently to justify cost premiums that exceed casual dining alternatives, offering superior dining experiences and larger portions. Location overhead in premium real estate markets has driven operational costs that require pricing strategies, excluding budget-conscious consumers who originally embraced Five Guys as an affordable upgrade from traditional fast food. High-rent districts demand menu prices that transform quick burger runs into significant financial decisions rather than spontaneous dining choices. Corporate expansion strategies have prioritized revenue growth over value maintenance, creating pricing pressures that force locations to maximize per-customer spending through cost increases that erode the value propositions that originally built customer loyalty and brand differentiation in competitive markets. Number 2. Shake Shack. The premium burger concept that promised elevated fast food experiences has become notorious for delivering casual dining prices with fast food portions, creating perhaps the most dramatic disconnect between marketing expectations and actual value received in contemporary quick-service dining. The farm-to-table messaging and premium ingredient sourcing that originally supported higher prices now feel inadequate when single burgers cost more than complete meals at competing establishments. Antibiotic-free beef and artisanal preparation methods cannot justify pricing structures that place simple burger orders in luxury dining categories without delivering proportional increases in portion sizes or dining satisfaction. Craft burger positioning has enabled pricing strategies that treat fast food purchases as premium dining experiences. But kitchen operations remain focused on speed and efficiency rather than the culinary craftsmanship that customers expect when paying casual dining prices for quick service portions and limited dining environments. The concrete shake offerings that originally provided unique dessert experiences now represent significant additional expenses that can push total meal costs above $30 for single diners seeking complete dining experiences. Specialty desserts that once justified occasional indulgence now require budget planning, typically reserved for special occasion dining rather than routine meal solutions. Menu complexity has expanded beyond burger expertise into breakfast offerings and seasonal specialties that carry premium pricing without delivering the operational excellence or portion generosity that customers expect when investing casual dining budgets in fast food establishments, promising elevated experiences through superior ingredients and preparation methods. Location strategies targeting high-income urban areas have created pricing structures that exclude broad demographic segments while failing to deliver dining experiences that justify premium positioning. The accessible luxury concept that originally attracted diverse customer bases has evolved into actual luxury pricing that serves narrower markets without proportional improvements in food quality or customer experience. Corporate branding emphasizes artisanal preparation and premium ingredients, but actual dining experiences increasingly reveal that portion sizes and food quality fail to support pricing strategies that position Shake Shack as a premium alternative rather than an overpriced fast food option, competing poorly against both budget and upscale dining alternatives. The drive-thru experience that once provided quick relief from cooking responsibilities has become a calculated exercise in financial extraction, where every menu interaction represents multiple opportunities for corporate profit maximization at customer expense. The ordering process itself has been engineered to encourage larger purchases through strategic menu placement, combo bundling, and upselling techniques that transform simple meal requests into complex spending decisions that benefit shareholders rather than hungry consumers seeking affordable nutrition. Staff training programs now emphasize sales techniques over customer service, creating interactions where employees receive incentives for promoting premium items and add-on purchases rather than helping customers find value options that meet their actual needs and budget constraints. The friendly service that once distinguished quality establishments has been replaced by scripted upselling conversations designed to maximize transaction values regardless of customer preferences or financial limitations. Digital menu boards enable dynamic pricing strategies where costs fluctuate based on demand patterns, weather conditions, and local economic factors that create unpredictable expenses for customers seeking consistent value from familiar dining choices. The technological sophistication that promised convenience has become a mechanism for implementing surge pricing and targeted promotions that benefit corporate revenue optimization rather than customer financial planning. Drive-through time pressures prevent careful price evaluation and comparison shopping, creating environments where customers make impulse decisions under artificial urgency that encourages spending beyond intended budgets. The convenience that originally justified premium pricing has become a psychological trap where time constraints prevent rational financial decision-making during food purchasing situations. Corporate loyalty programs promise rewards and savings, but operate through complex point systems and spending requirements that primarily benefit heavy users while providing minimal value to occasional customers seeking reasonable incentives for brand loyalty. The gamification of dining purchases creates addictive spending patterns that serve corporate interests more effectively than customer financial well-being. Number 1. McDonald's. The global fast food empire that built its dominance on the promise of affordable, consistent meals has betrayed its core value proposition so completely that the Golden Arches now represent one of the worst financial decisions available to American consumers seeking quick, budget-friendly dining options. The dollar menu concept that once provided genuine value for budget-conscious families has been systematically dismantled and replaced with value meal configurations that cost more than complete dinners at competing establishments, while delivering portion sizes and food quality that fail to justify premium fast food pricing structures that contradict decades of brand positioning. Big Mac combinations that once represented affordable indulgence for working families now cost more than casual dining alternatives, offering superior ingredients, larger portions, and actual table service. The signature items that built McDonald's reputation have become luxury purchases that require financial planning, typically reserved for special occasion dining, rather than routine meal solutions for busy households. The breakfast expansion that promised additional value opportunities has instead created menu complexity that drives up operational costs while offering morning items at prices that exceed specialty coffee shops and breakfast restaurants providing superior food quality and dining experiences. Egg McMuffin combinations now cost more than made-to-order breakfast plates at local diners offering fresh ingredients and generous portions. Happy Meal pricing has escalated to levels that make children's meals significant household expenses, transforming what were once affordable treats for families into budget considerations that compete with grocery shopping for weekly food allocation priorities. The toys and marketing that once justified premium children's pricing now feel inadequate when complete meals for kids approach $10 in many markets. Mobile app promotions and digital ordering systems create artificial scarcity and limited-time offers that pressure customers into making purchase decisions based on perceived savings that actually represent normal pricing. Disguised through psychological manipulation techniques borrowed from retail marketing strategies designed to increase spending rather than provide genuine value. The McCafe expansion has introduced coffee shop pricing to fast food environments without delivering barista expertise or ingredient quality that supports premium beverage costs. Coffee drinks that once provided affordable alternatives to specialty chains now match or exceed Starbucks pricing, while offering inferior taste experiences and limited customization options. Location variations in pricing create inconsistent value propositions, where identical menu items cost dramatically different amounts based on real estate markets and local economic conditions. The standardized experience that once defined McDonald's reliability has been abandoned in favor of localized pricing strategies that make budget planning impossible for customers seeking predictable meal costs. Corporate messaging continues to emphasize value and affordability, while implementing pricing strategies that position McDonald's among the most expensive quick service options available to consumers. The disconnect between marketing claims and actual menu prices has reached levels that damage brand credibility and customer trust in value positioning that no longer reflects operational reality. Supply chain efficiency and operational scale that once enabled competitive pricing have been redirected toward profit maximization rather than customer value delivery. The economies of scale that should provide McDonald's with cost advantages over smaller competitors now serve shareholder interests rather than consumer savings that originally built global brand loyalty. Menu engineering has eliminated genuinely affordable options while maintaining pricing structures that require combo purchases and upselling to achieve meal completion. Individual item costs have been inflated to levels that force customers toward higher margin combination meals that provide corporate benefits rather than customer savings through bundled purchasing. The global presence that once guaranteed consistent value across markets has become a mechanism for implementing dynamic pricing strategies that adjust costs based on local economic conditions and competitive landscapes, rather than maintaining the standardized affordability that originally defined McDonald's consumer appeal. Franchise operational requirements have created cost pressures that force individual locations to maximize revenue through pricing strategies that prioritize short-term profits over long-term customer relationships and brand loyalty. The franchise model that once ensured quality control and value consistency now enables pricing flexibility that serves corporate interests more than consumer needs. Quality control standards have remained static while prices have increased dramatically, creating value propositions that no longer favor consumers seeking reliable fast food experiences at reasonable costs. The consistent food quality that once justified McDonald's positioning now feels inadequate when combo meals cost more than superior alternatives available at competing establishments. Corporate financial engineering and debt obligations have created a pressure for revenue growth that gets achieved through menu price increases rather than operational improvements or customer experience enhancements. The financial complexity that supports corporate operations has been monetized through customer price increases that fund executive compensation and shareholder returns rather than food quality improvements or value preservation. The evidence is undeniable. These 6 chains have destroyed the value that once made fast food a lifeline for working families. What was once an affordable convenience has become a corporate cash grab built on shrinking portions, inflated prices, and manipulative loyalty programs. They've abandoned the founding promise of serving satisfying meals at fair prices, trading decades of customer loyalty for short-term profit. From Chick-fil-A's $15 combos to McDonald's fading value legacy, these brands now prioritize shareholder returns over the customers who made them successful. Fast food used to respect family budgets. Now it punishes them. The social contract that made quick dining accessible has been shattered by executives who treat diners as data points, not people. Your wallet is your voice. Spend it on businesses that still believe feeding people shouldn't feel like financial exploitation. These six forgot that truth, and their empty parking lots prove it.